Right. Good morning. How are you guys doing? You guys know the story. A Shablanaya. Now, guys, I can tell the energy in this room isn't enough. Right there, you already made the decision that you're not going to become an owner. Energy is a choice. Don't let that people with low energy, negative gossip stories rub off on you. So we're going to try this thing again. We're going to try this thing again because I'm committed to passing on the opportunity, as you heard in my edification. So good morning! Good morning! How are you? A Shabbalanaya! Yeah, man. That's the one. Can't play games here. So before I get into it, and I understand why some of the energies might be dipping because you're going to get a bit of a reality check this morning. However, I need you to understand, if you listen and you take notes and you're truly committed, today's going to shift your life. Don't worry about the people's lives that's not going to be shifting because they're here once again. And we're going to talk a bit about them a little bit later. But I need the people who's serious about shifting their lives. Cut those people off, pay attention, make notes, and by the rally, we're going to celebrate you as a franchise owner. Jukes? So, taking ownership of my dreams, that's my topic. Very powerful topic. When last did you hear something so powerful? Two major words that have shifted my life. Ownership and dreams. Now, what does taking ownership means? Guys, taking ownership means you stop waiting and you start leading. Key one of the? Four keys. Key one of the? Now, guys, that's the moment that you realize your growth, your wins, and even your losses, they all belong to you. No excuses, no blaming circumstances, no pointing fingers, just taking responsibility. Because when your success rates are high, what do you say? That's the one. You guys know I'm the success rate king. And when your success rate drops, guess what happens? Guys, the customer this, I took the incorrect banking details. I don't know what's going on. Taking ownership means your wins and your losses you're taking ownership of. Ownership is power. Because the second you realize that everything in your life will change if you take ownership. Winners don't have better conditions. They have better standards. Stop waiting for your conditions and lift your standards. They take control, they adapt, and they execute. When you take ownership, you stop being a participant in your own life and you start living your life. Do you know what a participant is? We'll be working today. And wherever they say you're working, that's where you're going. You don't have a plan for your future. Now, why would these words mean something to you in this business? When you think about your dream, guys, now I need you to participate for me. How does that make you feel? Excited? Scared? Motivated? Driven? Passion? You say that every year at every Dine and Learn. You know what to say. You know how to sell. But you don't mean it. That's why you're not achieving your dreams. When your dreams becomes so important to you that nothing else matters, that you achieve your dream, guess what's going to happen? That's when you're going to achieve your dream. Up until then, you're going to be a quote king or a quote queen. Keep on quoting. Now, I want you guys to do an exercise with me every single morning. Go look in the mirror. What do you guys see? Sorry, I can't hear. Yourself. Ladies, what do you check for in the mirror? Is my lipstick okay? Is my hair okay? Guys, what do you check? Probably nothing, huh? Okay. But you know what I look for in the mirror? I look for that person. Because there's a person that will speak back to you if you look a little bit longer. And depending on what that person tells you, you will know if you're on track. Because just listen to it. First, the negative words come. You're not good enough. This is I almost dropped a foul word, but this is not a great job. I don't have taxi fare. My mom wants me to quit. I'm experiencing family negatives. Any of that already happened to you in the mirror? Look a little bit longer and wait for that person to tell you something else. Early mornings, let's go. Difficult days, bring it on. Obstacles, I climb them. Until that person fires you up in the morning, you will never unlock ownership. When that thing fires you up in the morning and you look in the mirror and you have to splash your face with water, knowing, let's go, buddy. That's when you're on track for ownership. If you're looking for a sign, that's the behavior. Now here's something I need you to understand. You need to pay the price. There's a price for ownership. And the sad part and the great part is everybody's price is different. My price was 2 years and 10 months. My price was watching other people come into the business a year after me and getting promoted before me. That was my price. Coco's price, 11 and a half months to ownership. Calvin's price, 14 months to ownership, if I'm not mistaken. Yaku's price, 11 and a half months to ownership. Asa, 10 months. Everybody's price is different. Why are you looking at the label of other people? That's why it's taking you 4 or 5 years to get to ownership. My price was 7 days a week for the first 6 years. First 6 years, I worked 7 days a week without a day off. That is the reality. And you want to know why I am where I am today? Because of my work ethic, because of my price that I paid. What's your price? My price was taking 2 taxis and a train to work every morning from Ravensmead. What's your price? I don't have Uber money. Is that your price? I don't like to travel with taxis. What is your price that you're willing to pay? My price was moving out of my mom's house because they did not support this business. Instead of complaining, saying, I have family negatives, I moved out. And how do you move out? You have to have money, right? So guys, I don't know what your price is. You can't come to me with your price, but your price you're going to have to pay it. Juice? Now guys, above the line and below the line poster. How many of us really come and spend some time here? Because I can guarantee you, you're going to find yourself here. Above or below, like I only say. Huh? That's what you say? I own it. I do it now. Say it with me, guys. I own it. I do it now. Next one. Do you guys hear how some people are not participating anymore? Remember what I said. Stop being a participant in your own life. Take ownership. I'm asking you to say this, and even with this, your energy just dies. Imagine going to go pitch a customer. But it's okay. Remember, we're above the line, so people who's above the line is going to be saying this, eh? You're going to hear how loud they say the other part now. Juice. So, we're on the third one, guys. And the last one. That's how you get to ownership. That is how you get to ownership. You put in the work, and this becomes a lifestyle. Now let's look at the other one. Blame game and failure. How many people here, unfortunately, it's the reality, are negative? Maybe some of you guys are sitting here being negative. But we always said it's okay to go below the line. It's not okay to stay there. Dishonest. Dishonest with your drop sheets. Dishonest with your customers. We're going to get there. Blame game. I've never heard so many people blame their uplines than we hear now. Before then, upline was my lifeline. Remember when Yaku spoke, I took my phone out and I recorded, and I looked at how he did this and this, and I was like thinking, yeah, I'm going to copy this and this, because that's how obsessed I was about success. Not my fault, and poor little me, a victim. Now guys, here are pitfalls to avoid, and shortcuts to avoid. How many of you guys are going to be hurt now? Misleading and selling on SIM cards. That's the one. Is that the one or is that not the one? Maybe you're doing well. Maybe you're ringing the bell. Maybe you're that person walking like Conor McGregor, but you're selling on SIM cards, being dishonest with the customer. If you know what I'm talking about, please say, mm-hmm. Here's a better one for you. I'm going to look away. If you know there are some SIM card selling guys here in this room, please look at them now. That should be a meme. And just that should tell you the theme of what's happening. Secondly, lying to the customer. Are you guys ready for another one? I just want to see if you are on the system. Listen there. Listen there. Listen to the universe. I just want to see if you are on the system. When your success rate comes out, guess what's happening? It's below the standard because you wanted to trick the customer into signing up. Some of you guys think, woo, if I just debit check a customer, I got the sale. Guess what? They put the power back in the customer's hand to cancel debit check. Now you're sad with errors every week, fighting with your upline. If you do proper work, customers won't cancel. They will love you. They will appreciate you. And they will refer more customers to you. Do you know how nice it is where are you from? Unlimited. Nee, kom in. Do you know how nice that is? Where they start putting welcome packs in customers' hands. And you know not nice it is when you go. It's just the way they say unlimited. You can know, like, if it's positive, they're unlimited. When it's negative, unlimited. Now, guys, I know we're having a good chuckle, but those people that you are watching doing the wrong thing are burning our brand. They're telling customers to cancel a different product to take out this product. Anyway, misleading, grabbing customers' phones, pressing one. Guys, that is not how we do things. I've been here for 14 years. April the 10th, I was here for 14 years. Can we give 14 years a round of applause? For more than a decade. And we used to have 75 to 80% success rates without debit check. On paper sales, there was no debit check. Customers were pumped up because we were selling the correct way. Now, I want to leave you with this. Not that I'm ending. I just want to leave you with this part. If you take shortcuts, your dream will be cut short. Now, one thing you guys need to understand about me, I'm not here to punish you. I'm not here to say bad things. I'm here to identify reality. And maybe this is why you're struggling in the business and you've been here for 4, 5, 6 years and you can't build a team. These are the things that you are doing. Now, how to practice above being above the line. Hey, English. I own it, I do it now. My success rate, I own it. Because if it was 90%, how would you be walking? How would you be talking? You'd be having 3 board markers because you're running success rate impacts every single morning. But as soon as your success rate is below, now you don't want to own it. You need to own it. Your debit check, you need to own it. You know how to debit check a customer. You know what to press. You can prep the customer and ask the customer, please take out your phone. You're going to receive a message to authorize this debit order. Please press 1. And then you do it. Isn't it that simple? But what do? We complain about customers didn't receive the debit check when you know the customer's account isn't even linked. My business, before we go to my business, my product. Some of you guys think selling accident cover and selling scratch and dent accident cover is easy. You think funeral cover is easy. We are on expansion. We're going to be selling different products. And as soon as we change a product, your whole mindset goes because you don't know how to adapt to change. My opportunity. This is your opportunity. If you know someone is doing the wrong thing, go and tell your upline. Why would you put the business at risk for someone who's doing it for 275 Rand? That's crazy. In closing, guys, I want to say that here are many VIPs with us today. Let's actually give them another round of applause. And I know you want to earn what they earn. And you look at us and you want what we want. But what you need to understand is we all were in observation. We all had family negatives. We all struggled with taxi fare at some point. We just didn't use it as a crutch to not do what we're supposed to do. And if you go above the line and you take ownership of your dreams, I promise you, you'll get to owner. But you need to get rid of this low-hanging fruit people with a low-hanging energy. Okay? Now, this business is not complicated when you follow the system 10 out of 10. Listen to my words. This business is not complicated when you follow the system 10 out of 10. It becomes complicated when you drop the manual and you start doing things by yourself. This business is not hard if you are using the system 10 out of 10. Your upline won't be a bad guy if you are using the system 10 out of 10. Become obsessed around your dream and use the system 10 out of 10 to unlock your dreams. I want to give you a few examples, and then I'm going to end with a quote of people who achieve their dreams in this business. You probably thought I wasn't going to use me. I'm an example. And I know what pisses you off extremely because I just bought a 1.8 million Rand M4 2 years ago. I know what makes you upset. I know it upsets you that I just bought another 2 million Rand M2. I know what upsets you. I know, I understand how you feel. I know what's happening here. I know you're just angry that just bought me 500,000 Rand Toyota. I know it makes you angry. I know it upsets you. I know my existence bothers you because you don't want to go above the line. Where's Cameron? Extra miling. Guys, this is what this business has done. Spent 10K on his daughter's baptism. Some of you guys need to go to court for child support. Secondly, Liam spent 160,000 Rand to renovate his mom's place. Liam, stand up. That's the guy, man. Don't be jealous. So hang on. Guys, so Elite put a deposit down of 10,000 Rand for her braces. However, the total cost is 51,000 Rand. There's a line in Cardi B that she says, got a bag and fix my teeth. Huh? Hit these girls, no, it ain't cheap. Don't be jealous. Okay, is Papoon's here? There we go. Please stand up. Just spend 3,600 Rand on a suit and a brand new phone. Now guys, That's what this business is doing. Okay? Don't be jealous. It's not our fault that you're not doing it. It's not our fault that you're not doing it. So now you're going to hate on people that's doing it. Rather join us in creating excitement juice. That's what it stands for. So, final thoughts. I love it. You got to be feeling yourself. Feeling yourself. Anyway, final thoughts in the sales manual. Everything you need to know to start making money and growing your business is in this manual. To be successful, read this manual all the time and remember to implement what you learn. Our system is simple and can be mastered by anyone. It's a proven system that has already made thousands of people successful, so trust it blindly and follow it to a T. If things get tough, remember why you are here and what your dream is. A shovelinaya.